Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm thankful for this time to share with you. I just want to come before you really quickly to share with you what was stirring in my heart. There is a passage in Ephesians chapter 4, I believe verse 22, where it talks about putting off the old man with the old conversation, to be renewed in the spirit of our mind, and to put on the new self that is created in right standing with God. And what does that mean, to be created, that new self to be created in righteousness or in holiness or in right standing with God? It is to have the self merged with the highest ideal of good, to have the soul merged with the highest ideal of oneness with God, oneness with good. So anything that's contrary to our goodness, to our oneness with spirit, has to fall under the renewal of the new mind, the new spirit, being renewed in the spirit of our mind. And the way we do that, according to that passage, there's a mystical insight that we have where it says to put off the old conversation. So what mental conversations are going on within you, have gone on within you? What mental conversations do we repeat over and over again within ourselves as we sleep? What mental conversations do we have with ourselves as it pertains to ourselves, our experiences, our lives, other people in our lives? And we notice that this wheel, this track of the mental conversation that we're on, is oftentimes an indication of what we're tied to in the world around us and what is the deposit of our heart. And so if we are able to transplant the mental conversation, oftentimes we are able to blossom new experiences in our world. To transplant the old conversation is to take within yourself something new, as opposed to the conversation that says, there's an argument between yourself and that which you were experiencing in some other form. You take on a new conversation that suggests something like this: I am more than enough. Things are working out wonderfully well in my experience, and I am growing beyond the former lesson. So when we have those kind of mental conversations, that we take a phrase like that and we repeat it over and over and over again within ourselves, we begin to tie ourselves to new mental conversations. Tying ourselves to new mental conversations enables us to work out in our experience that which we would like to produce. So join with me today as we work out new mental conversations. Oh God, by the aid of your spirit, enable us to work out new mental conversations in our experience. Allow us to see ourselves as the beloved of God, as God's beloved. So today, I see myself as God's beloved. Repeat after me. Today, I see myself as God's beloved. Today, I see myself as a beloved child of God, moving in new dimensions of wholeness. I see myself moving in new dimensions of wholeness. There are good things being worked out in my experience right now. Say it again. There are good things being worked out in my experience right now. I am more than enough, and solutions now appear. I am more than enough, and solutions now appear. God in me is more than enough, and solutions now appear. I'll know what to do when I come across that bridge. I'll know what to do when I come across that bridge. These are new mental conversations we've got to begin to tie ourselves to. I'll know what to do when I come across that bridge. Things are working out together for my good. That's what Romans 8:28 says. Make that a part of your mental conversation. Things are working out for my good. I'll know what to do when I come across that bridge. Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. God leads me forward, and I know no lack. God leads me forward, and there is provision. God leads me forward, and there's provision. These are the kinds of things that we want to tie ourselves to in terms of our mental conversations, because our mental conversations indicate what our point of attraction is and indicate what is occurring in our experience, that we actually have some sense of an inner control, which is why Jesus said the kingdom of God is within you, and the kingdom realm of God is that realm which oversees. There's an old Psalm text that says God's kingdom rules over all. So when you compare God's kingdom rules over all with the kingdom of God is in you, then you begin to realize that a determining factor and force of life is residing in your spirit. So put off the old self, put on the new self, have a new mental conversation, begin to incubate that mental conversation to get you off of the old mental track, which was not helpful. I pray this was a blessing to you. Much love, and bye-bye.